Children of the River's Light. Welcome to another story from our series, African Myths and Faith, Stories for Kids and Adults. Today, we journey to the banks of the Great Nile, where the river flows through the land of Nubia in what we now call Sudan. This story carries the gentle wisdom of Hapi, the ancient spirit of the Nile, and the children who learn to listen to the river's secrets. Our story begins long ago, before modern bridges or boats, when the river was both a giver of life and a challenge to cross. The people of Nubia depended on the Nile's waters for their crops, for fish to eat, and for the cool shade along its banks. But when the floodwaters rose each year, the river could become wild and dangerous. Crossing it was never a matter of rushing or guessing. It demanded patience and respect. Here we meet the children of the village, young ones who watch the river with wide eyes, learning the rhythm of the water from their parents and grandparents. Among them is little Amara, a curious girl with bright eyes and a thoughtful heart. Her grandfather, Baba Kofi, is known throughout the village as a wise storyteller and a teacher of the old ways. He tells Amara and the other children that the river speaks if only you know how to listen. Each year, as the floodwaters rise in late summer, the children gather along the riverbank just before dawn. They carry lamp gourds, hollowed-out fruits filled with oil, and fitted with a small wick. The soft, steady glow of these lamps lines the shore like a trail of stars waiting to guide travelers. But why did the children stand there at dawn, holding these glowing gourds? Baba Kofi explains that when the river is high and the current strong, it hides its safest path beneath the surface. The water swells and covers the usual crossing spots, making it impossible to see where to step without danger. Yet, if you watch closely and wait for the right moment, the river reveals its secret. It is the moment when the first light of dawn touches the water, and the floodwaters begin to calm just enough to show a shallow ford, a natural crossing where the river is safe to pass. The children's lamp gourds help mark the edges of this hidden path. The gentle flickering lights are a signal to the adults. Now is the time to cross. Patience is key here. No one tries to cross too early, no matter how eager they may be. The children understand that rushing could mean stepping into deep, fast waters, a risk no one wants to take. Instead, they wait quietly, watching the river's surface, feeling the changes in the air and water. This waiting, this reading of nature's signals, is a lesson passed down through generations. Like watching the clouds before a storm or noticing how birds behave before sunset, it's about understanding the world around you and trusting its rhythms. Amara remembers one year when the flood was especially high. The children stood by the riverbank through the cold night, their lamp gourds glowing softly. At dawn, just as Baba Kofi had said, the river's roar softened, and a narrow, shallow path appeared. The adults crossed safely, guided by the children's lights. That experience stayed with Amara. She learned that sometimes the bravest thing is to wait, not because you're afraid, but because you respect what you don't yet understand. She also realized that even the smallest among us have an important role. The children's lamps were more than just lights. They were beacons of hope and safety. So what can we take from this story today? Whether it's waiting for the right moment to speak, to act, or to make a big decision, patience and careful observation can keep us safe. Like the children by the Nile, we can learn to read the signs around us, whether in nature, in people's words, or in our own feelings, and trust that the answers will become clear in time. And just like those lamp gourds lighting a hidden path, our small acts of awareness and care can guide others safely through uncertain waters. Thank you for listening to this story of Hapi, the children, and the safe crossing on the Nile. May it remind us all to be patient, watch closely, and trust the quiet wisdom of the world around us. Until next time, may your journey be gentle and your path lit with kindness.